Hello, you gorgeous soul. Welcome to your September horoscope. It's going to be a wild ride. Hang on to your hats as we're in eclipse season. So intense. And Saturn has gone back into Pisces. So it's very, very intense. On top of that, I want to thank you for supporting my book, The Power of You. Manifest Your Wildest Dreams in 7 Steps. It was a Sunday Times bestseller, and I can't tell you how grateful I am for your support. May it work miracles for you. Let's get stuck into your September horoscope. Hello, Aries, you divine and fabulous creature. This month is very intense for you, but equally very freeing. And that is because you have a little bit of a break as Saturn, the Lord of Responsibility, is leaving our sign. Unless like me, you've got Saturn in Pisces, in which case, no! But yes, you are going to feel a big lightness, up until next February that is, because you've had to learn to be very, very responsible, particularly around things like secrets, like addictions, obsessions, overly being romantic, or even overly being spiritual, getting lost down conspiracy rabbit holes or extremes, which are flights of fancy rather than, grounded, logical experiences. So in whichever way that showed up, whether you falling for someone inappropriately, whether you having to deal with things to do with sex, drugs, rock and roll, drinking, anything like that, you now got a reprieve. Hopefully you've learned something, but you'll feel much lighter and also potentially much more clear when it comes to your spiritual identity and your intuition. It moves more freely. You're not second guessing it. You're not feeling bogged down by any of those things. Having said that, there is a massive full moon eclipse in Pisces. So it could be that around that time on the 7th, all of that's coming to a head. Because this full moon, total lunar eclipse, will be very revealing. It will reveal a secret of some kind, maybe not on the day, but shortly after. In fact, it could be a secret that you're holding or a secret that you're hiding from yourself. But certainly there are massive revelations that have a deep spiritual significance. We are all going through such a shift in humanity, such a change of vibration in total, such an awakening, and really a lot of our lives are going in a direction we never could have anticipated, and it's all very sudden thanks to Uranus. So this month is going to have a lot going on. Mercury is also moving into Virgo. Now don't be pious or self-critical. Don't be self-critical of yourself, and certainly don't be critical of other people. Handle things by making small and healthy changes for yourself, and you will notice massive liberation in your life coming up. Now, this full moon in Pisces is, as I say, a total lunar eclipse, and it's also opposing Mercury, planet of communication. So it's probably best to sit with that energy, whatever comes up for you, even if you feel that you've discovered something that was hidden from you, not to immediately, go and attack it or go and do something. Sit with it for a little while, because things get much better around the 12th when the sun sextiles Jupiter and you're able to put across what you feel in a way that it benefits you. Also on the same day, Mercury is sextile Jupiter as well, so you're feeling much clearer, and the sun is conjunct Mercury, so you're positive, you're optimistic, and also you ferreted out, you found a solution to whatever problem came up for you. You've got the answers, you're feeling optimistic, you're feeling very clear about things. Now Mercury enters our opposite sign of Libra on the 18th, and it's opposing Jupiter. Be careful what you say when it comes to your intimate relationships, as on the 19th, Mercury is trine Uranus. You're very enthusiastic about what you've got to say, as usual, but just be a little bit careful. You don't say something like very spontaneously that you will later regret. There is a grand air trine on the 19th. So you're thinking and you're experiencing a lot of thoughts, and you're very keen to get them out there, And you are, hopefully, if you tune in correctly, you will see above the bigger picture. You will have thought things through. In fact, this is a perfect time to take up journaling, do a daily notebook, do something where you are just scribbling out those thoughts. I mean, what I've started to do recently, I've tried it many times in my life, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing morning pages every morning where you just wake up and instead of picking up your phone, you just dump all the thoughts in your mind, and it frees you, and it can also bring up wisdom that is buried because you're distracted. So make use of that kite and grand air trine. It's super interesting, and you will have super fascinating conversations with people around that time. Now, Venus is entering Virgo on September the 19th, which may make you feel a little bit withdrawn, like you want time on your own. You might, which is a good. Go and take some time on your own. Go and practice seeking a little bit of space in nature. And again, you'll have a lot of revelations. You're changing your lifestyle. You're changing your patterns. You're reflecting and going through a big shift of energy. So the second eclipse is a solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse in Virgo. And it is shaking you up when it connects to Saturn in Pisces. It is very intense because on the one hand, you are trying to be dreamy, optimistic, spiritual. But on the other hand, you're being told, come on now, you've got to rein it in a bit. You've got to look at what you need to shift in your life to be able to manifest your dreams, to be able to draw towards you all that you desire. And the good news is, this eclipse is going to help you with that because it's going to clear away the debris. It's going to clear away the bullshit. It's going to open you up to the truth. And if you play it right, you will see the habits, maybe even thinking practical things, and make tiny changes. And suddenly you'll be a super manifester. You'll be able to move forward feeling very, very empowered. I mean, at the time, you know what these things are like. You may find it challenging because if you're not careful, you may feel overwhelmed by your imperfections, but that is the human condition. You know, we all feel that we're imperfect. We all feel, you know, a certain degree of imposter syndrome, etc., etc. But this eclipse could trigger that. Do not let it do that to you. Again, get a journal, write it out, burn your fears, release anything like that. But do focus on doing one thing at least to bring about goodness into your life, whether it's changing your eating habits, whether it's changing get fit, whether it's changing your spiritual practices, whatever it is, make sure there is a healthy dose of self-love around the time of that eclipse. When Mars enters Scorpio, you're much more at home with that energy, although it can make you feel a little bit vengeful if you're not careful. There's a part of you that's like, rah, I am a warrior and I will, get justice one way or the other. Try not to tip into that too much, but you are super psychic detective around that time. You can tell what other people are thinking. You can tell what's going on beneath the surface. You're deep and sensual and empowered, and people experience you as very charismatic as well. But you're also, this month, really thinking, where do I want to put my energy? Who do I want to put my energy into? And how am I going to handle this big transition I'm going through? And you will have loads of spiritual downloads, energetic downloads, lots of revelations this month. At the end of the month, we have the Sun opposing Neptune and also the Sun trine Uranus. There are unexpected visions and knowing, but, don't fight against it. If you sense in your soul that you've got to make changes, just get on and do it. And you'll be helped by the Sun trine Pluto as well. Particularly when it comes to your intimate relationships, there may be big shifts, big leap forward when it comes to your intimate relationship. We actually end this month with another grand air trine, with the Sun in Libra, trine Pluto in Aquarius, trine Uranus in Gemini, trine Sun in Libra. And there is this sense of, again, feeling things intellectually, like moving away. You know what we're like. We can feel something and we act on our raw emotion. You're moving into your mind. You are a ninja of wit and intellect this month. And use it, write down your ideas. Discuss what you need to discuss, and you're able to do it in quite a detached and efficient way. Have a stunning time. Do come see me on Instagram at Michele Knight, where I do daily posts about astrology. I am sending you so much love. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
I like to class a reading as an oasis for the soul, time out, where we can really spoil ourselves.
When someone comes online, I'm already there. Their energy straight away goes whoosh, and the messages start.
We need happiness in our lives, we need joy, we need love, and these things shouldn't be so elusive. They should come to us as our birthright, and I want people to have that, to give them the ability to go directly to their dreams.
This work is incredible, it's joyful, it means so much that I'm able to give that gift to somebody.
I'll be looking at the obstacles in your life, but also the opportunities. I'd like to be the person that's going to straighten your crown for you.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them and gives some validations. So it was a psychic reading.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.